Uh, Approximately 3:17 p.m., Sheriff's Department deputies responded to a shooting call here at 4000 block of Rain Whittle in South Harris County. Upon arrival, they found an adult female, 23 years old, and an adult male, 22 years old, both deceased from gunshot wounds. Preliminary information says that we've learned that the male is an ex-boyfriend of the female. At about 3 o'clock, he called her earlier today. Then at about 3 o'clock this afternoon, he showed up. Female allowed him in, took him into her bedroom where they were there for about 10 minutes. Other family members inside the house heard about 3 gunshots. They went to the room. They discovered her with gunshot wounds. He still had a gun at the time. So they called 911. And while they were calling 911, they heard additional shots and then went back and found both of them deceased. My understanding is that this couple had been together off and on since high school. They're both there now. They're 22 and 23 years old. There were 3 other adults inside the house at the time that this occurred, including a current boyfriend. None of them were injured, and there were no children inside the residence at this time.
Did she live at the home here with her family?
She did live there, yes.
Was the bedroom, were they locked in the bedroom? Was the door open?
The door was closed and it was locked.
Was she locked inside, as far as the family member said?
Uh,
Was he barricading her inside?
oh, no, not barricaded. Just the door was locked. Yeah.
I guess what kind of advice do you give people who are in relationships that are like this, I guess, that are...
Well, I mean, there are all types of services that are available, domestic violence services. We can't predict when these things would happen, but if someone's in a volatile relationship, we definitely would encourage them to reach out to those services, and they're provided through sheriff's office, district attorney's office, and other means.
Before the shooting, when the 2 were in the bedroom, did the family members have any concerns, or was that just friendly?
Well, we're still working on that information. We still have to interview the family members. There again, this information that we're providing right now is preliminary information.
We saw someone walk around with paper bags on his hands. Who was that, and why was he?
He was one of the individuals that was inside the house. Paper bags are standard procedures that we do in shooting investigations to ensure that we maintain integrity of evidence.
As far as, do you know if the couple had any previous encounters, like violent encounters or anything like that?
Not at this time. We're not aware of any at this time.
Restraining orders?
Not at this time. We're not aware of any.
They have the child in the home?
No children were in the home. All adults.
The weapon was brought to the location, or was the weapon used?
At this point, we haven't begun the process to scene. The weapon is inside the residence, and at this point, we believe that he brought that weapon with him.
So just to be clear, the boyfriend was there. The ex-boyfriend shows up and wants to talk to her, and they go to the bedroom, and it was all friendly from the get-go?
Yes, there's no indication that there were any fighting or anything like that that alarmed the family members.
Is the current boyfriend and everyone inside the home cooperating with you guys?
Yes, they are.
Was it the current boyfriend who was walking out here?
I'm not sure who that was.
Anything else that you can think, sir, that we haven't covered that you think is important on this case?
There again, we're still in the preliminary. We're treating this as a murder-suicide, of course. However, we still will do a complete and full investigation. And once we do that, if it is what it is, then there's nothing more that we can say about it.
As a human aspect of it, sir, when you show up to a scene like this and you see it's just another horrible domestic violence, and we've seen so many, what's going through your mind?
Well, it's always a tragedy, whether it's domestic violence or robbery or any type of loss of human life is always a tragedy. So we don't take it lightly, and we just encourage people who are there again, who are in these volatile relationships to reach out for services.